you have been the one thing that's been a constant for like 12 years out of everything. So I was like, right when I was almost done with it, I was like, Amanda has to be in this in some way. So I wrote this as the last poem that went in the book. It's called Massachusetts. Okay, I'm actually really nervous, even though I've read this so many times.
You'll be fine.
I want to go to Massachusetts. More interesting people are buried there. Pennsylvania has the same bleak memorial, but it also has too much of steel, of cheering, of corn. I want to go to Massachusetts. I heard people dressed as statues there. I heard that no one gets married there anymore. The brides just donate their dresses to the next bride in line and their flowers to the people in the cancer wards. I want to see this snowy exchange. I want to sigh so earnestly out of my Harvard balcony about the audacity of men and if there is a cure for it. In Massachusetts, I am sexless, but such a fiend at everything. I heard that the witches are still there and everyone knows, but instead of vexes and cauldrons, they're shaving their heads and they've stopped wearing bras. They've got tattoos, or they don't, and they are so gracious about their abortions. I heard that in Massachusetts, no one gets married anymore. All the women kiss one another, and they give their final dollars to people dressed as statues outside of coffee shops. $1 is a small price to pay for humanity. I want to go to Massachusetts. I want to be on the receiving end of a letter from Emily Dickinson, how she would insist that loneliness is irrational. I would agree and tell her about how in Pennsylvania, people need to be half of everything. In Boston, I want to parade myself at record stores next to people without religion, next to people without genders, and I want to ask them if they know what I'm talking about. They'll always know what I'm talking about. Wrapped up in these choices of which hospital to deliver my flowers to when it is my turn to wed, of which witch to thank for my best friend's abortion, who to kiss, and what their pronouns are, I can choose from so many sounds. I can go to every show. I can get my law degree. I can be anything so much that I can be 3 and in love with as many people or entirely unentertained. I want to be bored in Massachusetts. I want to be every person there. I want to dance and light things and participate in superstition. And then I want to simply dissolve. In the end, they will take me to Amherst and leave me in the better dirt. They'll want to go to Massachusetts too. More interesting people are buried there.
That's so good. A little bit at the end and made me cry because I'm emotional about everything that was.
Oh, I saw that online.
Yes.
Jeez.